PinkPWNAGE here with a no BS get good tips video for the month. Okay, it's been a while since we've done one of these. Here we go. The first one is the bait camp. All my diamond friends don't want me to teach you all this one because it works so well. We all rely on sound, all the best players in the world, and all players rely on sound to find out where you are. If you make no sound and literally just stand there, you're going to kill us.
Oh my god, he was right behind me. Oh
Why is that? Because we are so very sound focused. Okay, good players are very sound focused. They hear every sound and they're trying to find where you at, echolocation, and they move based upon it. And a lot of us are impatient, particularly in pubs where I don't take my time. And so how to do it well? Don't move. Let one of your other teammates make noise, which is what was going on here. I was chasing the guy ahead of him. And then don't move. Wait for the guy to fly by. Use submachine guns because submachine guns have the fast time to kill in the close range. And by the time you catch someone off guard, they don't have time to react and you win the fight. So how do we beat a camper, a bait camper? Well, you go slow. You take your time. You clear the corners. You wait. You listen for anything. Okay, if you have a sudden guess that someone's in the general vicinity of you, you'll work slow, listen, and check and clear the corners. This next game, we're gonna get a lot of tips. This was a solo game, and it was a close fight. A lot of cool things to watch in this, though. So tip number 2, confuse the enemy with builds. I used 2 builds and look what happened. The guy was completely lost there, right? And I knew I was going to win the fight as soon as I caught him first because of what we said. But those 2 builds paid dividends, all right? From my view, it looks like easy, right? But from his view, he was probably, okay, where is the guy coming from? He's coming from the right side or the left side of the build? So he was definitely confused. It looks very simple from my side, but when you're on the other side of it and you don't know where the trap is laid, it's very scary, right? Now, yes, I was really stupid here and I stood in a door like an idiot. Don't stand in doorways. We don't need to make that a tip, do we? Tip number X. Don't stand in a damn doorway for everyone to shoot you. So it was really cool. So I was playing solo, but I met this girl named Danya D, who is apparently a dang murderer. This girl's on the leaderboards, and I had no clue. And so it was an excellent game only because of her. I would have died without her. It was fun. And I played with her after this day when I met her, so it was really cool to find someone just new in pubs to play with. Now, next tip is peek low hard cover. All right, like if I stood up here and didn't peek this, I would be dead, right? But what you can do is you actually grab and throw yourself low so that you're hiding behind something that you shouldn't be able to hide behind. Okay, and you can do this on many things. You can do this on little boxes, barrels, etc. Not ones that blow up, obviously, don't be stupid, but like, you can throw yourself under to peek better. But this tip is the most important one. Fight hard with low health. I had 12 health there, right? Most people would have given up. I mentally gave up, but I was like, no, I got this. And so like, just, in the close range now, you can kill someone so fast that as long as you shoot them first, like I said, you're going to win. And if you're safe, right? And because say they can die within half a second. If you catch them, you're going to win the fight. So it's so amazing these days because before you really had to keep your health above 150 to be safe from a DT11 getting shot like 2 times. You don't want to die in 2 shots, a burst from it. But now you can melt someone in 0.5 seconds with an MP5. So it really doesn't matter what health you have. Like if you can catch them, you're going to win the fight regardless, if you know what I'm saying. So if you play sneaky with your low health and your low resources, you're going to do really well, particularly in the close range. All right, next tip, and this is an obvious one, but it's a serious one. Maximize your loot. An excellent player, a great player, will use everything they have in their inventory before they die. And there's many benefits for this. First, your enemies don't get your loot. Second, you are maximizing the game, essentially. You're using everything you got, so you're able to do more tactics and all that. Like, for example, use grenades. You're able to live longer because you're using your shield. Make sure you're utilizing all of your resources before you die. How many of you can actually say you actually do that? I'm low on ammo all the time. My viewers always tell me, well, you're always low on ammo. And it's because I'm usually fighting a lot. Now, tip number 7, the door strafe. This one's so important. We're going to watch it a few times. This is a skill that you need in a lot of other first-person shooters. What am I doing? I'm strafing the door, looking for angles, and I react really quickly to getting shot, and I'm back behind the hard cover, and my teammate Danya saves me there, right? And so look how fast that was. I'm looking at one angle, I hear the sound, and I reacted just by the sound. I didn't even react from getting shot. I was already moving before I heard it. If I waited till I get shot and reacted to getting shot, I would have died. So you have to react really fast. So I mentally primed my brain during this. I go, okay, I'm watching strafing. If I get shot, I'm going to go behind this hard cover. I already had my plan in my head. I executed it super fast, and that's because mentally I had that plan. I was like, okay, I'm going to strafe this. If I get shot, immediately come behind the door. Said that in my mind, and what I executed as soon as it happened. Right, I reacted super quick, but you can only react quick like that when you have the plan in your head already. Talk to yourself, tell yourself it if you have to. All right, but that tip is so strong, and you do it in pretty much every other first-person shooter, but just in this game you don't really stand in doorways that often, versus other games. But utilize this skill, learn it, practice it. Very important. Good luck out there in all of your games. I hope you're enjoying this game because it is a fun social game. Play pubs, please, occasionally. You never know what cool people you meet like Danya Day here. But otherwise, have a good one, and PinkPWNAGE out.